Hey guys, welcome to Pages with Sidra. Today we are going to start chapter 721 of Magic Emperor. If you haven't watched the previous chapters, make sure to check them out on my channel. Now, without any delay, let's dive into the chapter. Zhuo Yifan, you're not getting anywhere. Just like how a savage beast found another and had to tear it to pieces. Just as he was about to catch up, Zhuo Yifan slowed down, hovering in the air. His eyes flashed with an eerie glow, and his right arm glowed a thick red as it punched. Yilin was caught off guard, but against a punch, he had nothing to fear. His two arms were coated in golden flames, and dragon scales sprouted all over them as he crossed them to take the punch. Something happened that floored him in more ways than one. The arm expanded and expanded. It was like a massive pillar sent from the heavens above, smashing right into him. Tangible projection, soaring Kalina arm. Zhuo Yifan roared in his mind, and the Qilin arm's massive power slammed into Yilin. Bam! A loud rumbling echoed in everyone's ears, dust clouding the entire area. Under this single strike, that little valley sported a 100-meter-deep hole. Ultimate Clarity Sect and Demon Scheming Sect's disciples felt the whole world shaking with them, their faces overcome with shock. When the dust finally scattered, the people gazed upon the magnificent Qilin arm with stupefaction. Holy mackerel! What is that thing? Is it human? Some were so overwhelmed they just stared into space. Was his incredible junior brother gone just like that, stomped into hereafter by an even freakier freak? This can't be. He refused to believe it. From what he knew about Yilin, he would not go down that easily. Zhuo Yifan just kept adding pressure to the Qilin arm to cut off any means of escape. However, even as the crowd had yet to overcome their shock, an explosion came from under the Qilin arm. Golden flames flicked around it. Zhuo Yifan felt his arm hurt, a searing heat that made him sweat buckets. However, he clenched his teeth and added more power in his leg to stop that punk from getting out. Like a volcanic eruption, a burst of fire came from beneath it. The audience gasped in shock. Look, one not human and other not human. These two are fucking monster. No wonder Provi's disciples were being finished off. And second, these two are not human at all. Zhuo Yifan could feel the immense power lifting his Qilin arm, and his face sank. It was also very pale. I just knew the guy has a full transformation, unlike me. Maybe the Qilin leg comes from a sacred beast and can hold him back a bit, but it stands no chance against his full body tempering. In terms of physical combat, I've already lost. Zhuo Yifan frowned and sighed, admitting that he stood no chance. With another shout, Yilin used all he had as he pushed the Qilin leg off him. Zhuo Yifan staggered in the air. Zhuo Yifan, you lost in close quarters even with that Qilin arm. You have no chance. Yilin came at Zhuo Yifan like a savage dragon while cackling. Qilin has the greatest power among the 5 great sacred beasts. Today I surpassed the Qilin, and you'll become my stepping stone to reach the Tao. Ha! Zhuo Yifan shuddered and finally understood the meaning of this fated battle. At the end of this battle, one would go on higher and higher, to the peak of Tao, while the other would be cast in his shadow of defeat, finding it hard to even move on. Cultivating was going against the natural order, fighting adversity. As long as one had a staunch belief, he would be able to walk his own path. That did not apply to Beast Thought. There could be only one Beast King. When two brutal beasts met, they had to fight for a winner. The winner was king, and the loser was banished. Zhuo Yifan never thought much of it till now, only his heart pounding and telling him that he should fight. Now though, after hearing Yilin, he understood. In this battle, they were betting their future. This only made it even more crucial he should not lose. He wasn't fighting for soaring Qilin's honor, only for his path, for no one to stand in his way. Zhuo Yifan's previous desolate heart was now rekindled with a burning fire. Seeing Yilin coming, his eyes squinted, and he swept the Qilin leg as he roared. If you think you're just going to stand on my shoulders, you have another thing coming. This fight will be my win. Humph, you didn't receive soaring Qilin's inheritance, did you? Why else would you be using a sacred beast's ability in such a crude way? You'll never get to beat me by using such half-assed methods. Squinting, Yilin saw through him and faced the incoming Qilin leg, golden dragon tail, spatial rend. Roar. With the roar echoing across the skies, Yilin swept his leg, and the image of a golden dragon tail took shape as it whipped at the incoming leg. The golden flames appeared on it again, and came down on the Qilin leg like a sickle. Bam! The heavy collision revealed the unexpected to the crowd. The unbeatable Qilin leg was flung aside by the tail swipe. With one last red flash, Zhuo Yifan's right hand was back to normal. In this clash, he was truly outmatched. Yilin's swipe had pushed him back. This had never happened before in Zhuo Yifan's life. The sacred beast Qilin leg had lost in strength. It was the only reason why it would revert to its original form. Startled, Zhuo Yifan was flung backward and found it hard to believe what he saw. Frowning, Zhuo Yifan's face was heavy. Then he recalled the matter of Danxing Shun. Looking around, he found he was flying right for demon scheming sect's disciples. This was a good chance. Zhuo Yifan flicked his hand and let the thunder ring fly off his ring, looking as if Yilin's strike shook it off. The tiny ring glittered brightly as it fell behind the demon scheming sect's disciples, where the monitoring arrays were blind. Heavens, it even shook his ring off. Brother Zhuo has lost this melee. Wen Tao sighed and shook his head. Xie Tianshang felt somewhat disappointed. Next will be a battle of souls. Soul battle. Wen Tao sighed and said, Zhuo Yifan is a freak, but Yilin is freakier. Zhuo Yifan is only in the radiant stage, while Yilin is in the ethereal stage. Does he have any chance at all? Xie Tianshang was startled for a long time. Could it be Zhuo Yifan is going to lose this time? That's it for today's chapter recap. If you enjoyed the breakdown, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to stay updated with the latest manga, manhwa, and manhwa recaps. Got thoughts on today's chapter? Drop them in the comments. I'd love to hear your take on the story. See you in the next one. Until then, keep turning the pages.